Tell me something. Were you a busy person and you're on the go, 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 go? And now that you have a brain injury, you find that what? I'm no longer busy. I feel like I am being lazy-ish, or I lounge around. Let me know. Welcome to my channel, y'all. I am Astra, and this is Astra's Brain Injury. Now, this is how I have felt that when I got my brain injury, which began in November of 2014, my life changed. Everything changed for me. What was up was now down, and what was down was now I don't know where. And so what happened is that, as I said, I was a busy person. You were a wife, a mother, co-worker, your girlfriends. You go out with your girlfriends and all these kind of different things. I was always doing something, always doing something. And then my brain injury happened, and always doing something changed. And now I felt like I was lazy in the sense because I couldn't do anything, y'all. I could not do anything. And I do not like not being able to do something. And I mean, I could say I was doing something, but it wasn't the amount that I would normally do. And so with that, it changed everything for me. And there's this Caribbean saying that says, sit down, never say get up. And what this means is when you go to sit down, think about this. We go on our phone and I'm just going to check a few things and, just answer a few whatever. Next thing you know, an hour's gone by. And you're like, what? This is where that saying is, sit down, never says get up. And this is how I felt. I felt like I was just sitting down, not literally sitting down, but I felt like I was just sitting down and I wasn't getting up, and it was not an easy thing to come to terms with because, as I said, you're a busy individual. You're always doing something, whether I was at, church choir, going out with my girlfriends, spending time here, there, and everywhere, having your little mommy children dates and all that kind of a thing, because I would go out to a little restaurant and, we'd have our little mommy and, my little baby's time. And it's like, what? I couldn't even do that. I could not even do that. I couldn't even say, okay, you know what, babies, let's go up just down the street and let's go get an ice cream. Couldn't even do that. Could not. One, I couldn't even drive. As I said, my doctors, my physiotherapists, my different therapists would be like, okay, Astra, turn your head. Okay, Astra, turn your head. And I feel like I'm turning my hair all the way over here like this. But I was just going from here to there. So I couldn't even shoulder check to be like driving and be like, oh, okay. Yes, my oldest one could drive me. And when I would be like, tell him, oh, okay, because I'm looking in the rearview mirror. I'm like, oh, you can go. And he'd be like, Mom, no, I can't. And I would be like, what? He's like, there's a car there. My brains, my processing. Now, I hope you all have heard, me talking about that. My processing was very delayed. Very delayed. I could not. My eyes were seeing, but yet they weren't seeing. Or they were seeing, but my brains and my eyes was having that bacchanal. They're like, I'm telling you this, and my brains is like, no, you is not. I don't want to listen to you. And my brains is saying, this is what it is, and my eyes is like, no, it is not. You don't know what you're talking about. So I had this constant battles. So there was a lot of times, y'all, that I was just feeling, oh, wow, this is like a lazy day, because we have our lazy days, because, you go. And then you just have that time where you just, you sit down and you just like, I get to relax now. I'm having a me day today. Well, there was a lot of me days for me, and it still wasn't a me day. I really felt like, oh my gosh, and I don't like to not be doing something. I don't like this. I have to sit here and do nothing. I don't like it. Because, as children, we were always kept busy. We were always busy. Whether it was doing sewing, extracurricular activities, you were doing, singing, choirs, productions, and all these kind of different things. We were always busy as children. Always. Because my mother believed you keep them busy, you keep them out of trouble. That's what she believed. And my grandmother too. Because they were like, you ain't going to be idle. You're going to be busy. So there's something for you to do so that you can keep out of trouble. And, like this is the thing that I was. So from my childhood, been busy, not idle, because like I would tell y'all, you can knit, crochet, so do something to help to keep you focused. And the thing is, even though I crochet and I knit and I sew, I couldn't even do that back then. My focus, I couldn't even focus. So I had a lot of times where, as I said, I felt like I was being just lazy because I could not do the things that I normally could have done. And it is a huge eye opener. It is a huge, wait a minute now. My life has changed. My life is changing, and I don't even know if I'll ever be back to where I once was. So as I said, I had a lot of lazy days. I had a lot of days doing nothing because I couldn't even do it. I could not. It's not to say that, I'm a play and I'm a just sit down and be like, I don't want to do this. Nuh-uh. It's not, I don't want to do this. I could not do this. So something as simple as washing dishes, I couldn't even do. Something as simple as cooking, I couldn't even do. So there was a lot of things because, as I told y'all, I had to, I couldn't bathe myself. I couldn't dress myself. I couldn't undress myself. Something as simple as just brushing your teeth, I couldn't even do that. Flossing, couldn't even do that. Combing my hair, I could not even do that, y'all. So I had a whole heap load of things that I felt like I was lazy, even though in my mind I know I'm not being lazy, but I'm unable to do it because of my brain injury, and then because of all of the other issues that I had from my MVA, and seeing all these different therapists and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of things that you feel. And this is the next thing. I had to come to terms with feeling like and is two different things. I feel like I am being lazy, but the next reality is, am I really being lazy, or is it because I'm unable to do? So this is where I said I had a lot of wake up calls, y'all. A lot of wake up calls where I had to retrain my brain with how I was going with the flow of how I wanted to, how I was thinking. I was thinking that I was feeling, but thinking and knowing is two different things, So was I being lazy? No. Did I feel like I was being lazy at the time? Yes. Was it warranted? No. Because then again, here comes the I'm going to beat myself up kind of a thing. I am fighting with my own self. I've got all these other issues. Now, here's the thing, because this is where now I can analyze. I have all these issues from a brain injury, from the physical stuff, learning how to walk, learning how to talk again, learning how to do all kind of different things, and then I'm gonna just slide in on the remix. Ashley, you being lazy. No. It's like no, but I mean it's not you. I had so many different issues that I was dealing with, and then to just slide that in there, just let's go on the deal and just put that under there. Here you go. You being lazy, girl. No. But this is where I say I beated myself. Oh Lord Jesus, here I come up with new words now. I beat myself up, when I didn't need to. And this is why I'm saying it's good if you've got someone who can help to encourage you. No, girl, no. Do you really need to be thinking that way? Is it really warranted? When you sit down and you begin to analyze things, is it really warranted? And a lot of the times I came up with no, but sometimes I just wanted to give into my feelings. I feel like I'm being lazy, and then you got somebody up there to be like, stop. Hold up. No, you is not being lazy. How can you consider yourself being lazy when you're unable to do these things because of, you know what I mean? So it gives you a reality check. Well, not you, it gave me a reality check, y'all, to have, my loved ones turn to me and be like, girl, you're not being lazy. You need to stop that. It's not laziness. You're unable to at this time. And this is why I come back now and I'm telling you all of these different things, because I had the encouragement from my family to encourage me and be like, Astra, girl, no. If you continue down this course of action, you know what's going to happen to you? You're going to slide down that slippery slope. And when they can turn and be like, whoa, stop, girl. That's not how you should be. That's not how you should be in saying these things, because the more we say something, the more it solidifies in our head, and then you're going to put it into action. But the more that I came to terms with, it's not laziness. It's because I'm unable to. Changing what was coming out of my mouth, it helped me. It was a real help to me. And that, I'm lazy, that poof went away. Because I realized I'm not being lazy. Like, for instance, if you get an injury, and, you're used to doing all of this, and this. You want to get up and do this, and this, because, it's like you itch to go and do it. You want to get it done. But when you have that brain injury, even though that itch may come, you still need somebody over here to be like, whoa. No, don't do that. No. It's not even don't do that. Whoa. What you're doing is not helping you. How is it helping you? And that's another thing, because, I find that with my brain injury, a lot of things that I'm saying to y'all now is because of what I've gone through, what I've written down, from my journal, because I've journaled all this stuff, and I can come back now and let y'all know, because there was a lot of times where I told you my feeling, I felt like, and today we're talking about being lazy. I felt like I was lazy, y'all, because I could not, even just something as simple as get up out of my chair. And I'm just, my mindset was, if I push and do this, and this, because I told you I was going through to 3 to 5 appointments a day, 5 days a week. And I was trying to push myself because I wanted to get to the end. So with that, it helps when, you have your family that can be like, give you that little gentle, girl, no, and help you, encourage you. So, that was a huge thing for me. It was a huge thing. Like I said, my mother, because she, was a nurse at the time. She's retired now, and she's been through all kind of different things, doing her nursing. She was able to be like, no, Astra. Like, she would stop me right quick. No. And I'd be like, what? So my mother was a key role too with helping me, as I said, because she's a nurse. She knows the medical side of things. So she could have been like, girl, no, baby girl, stop. You know how your mother is. They'll tell you right quick, no, and that would be it. But I just want to encourage y'all. It's not laziness. You're not lazy. It's just because you've been always constantly go, and now you can't go. You got to sit down now, and you can't go. You may look at everybody else just, bouncing all over the place and going, and you just have to sit there like this until you begin to get a little bit better. And once you get a little bit better, then you're able to, okay, I can get to the edge of my seat now. So it's baby steps. Really, it is just baby steps. So again, like I said, was I lazy? No. When I look back on it, I was just tormenting myself. That's what it is. I was tormenting me, and I had all of these other issues to be dealing with, to come around and to add that in to the mix. Warranted? No. Was it necessarily needed? No. Did I really need to beat myself up like this? No. Did I do it? Yes, I did. Did it get stopped? Yes, it did. And do I feel better for it? Oh, yes, I did. Because now I realize it's not laziness. Just feeling like I feel like is different to it is. So I would just encourage y'all. Don't feel like you're being lazy. Begin to question yourself. Am I? Or is it because of what is going on with me? I'm unable to do what I used to do before. I may get back to some part. I may get all, but it's going to be a work in progress. So that's all I wanted to say to y'all for today. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. I'll definitely check y'all in the next video. And with that, I will take my leave now. And I'll see y'all. Okay, bye and take care. Bye.